Oh my word. I am so sorry. I was not paying attention to what time it was. So thank you, Emma, for letting me know. I forgot all about it. We were talking about Riley's graduation party, and hey Dawn, and what a long trip it is to do in one day, which we can't, hey Karen, which we can't do anymore. So I was in the process of booking a hotel. That's what I was doing, and it took me a while. Hey Sheila, Bill is feeling much better today. Thank goodness. All right, so let's get started. What an idiot I am. Can't believe I forgot all about the time. All right, so bear with me for 1 second because, like I said, I was not paying attention to the time. And the phone was ringing, and it was one daughter, and then the FaceTime was dinging on Bill's iPad, and it was Emma trying to get my attention. Where the heck are you? Oh, my word. Okay, so we are going to do tonight's card, and everybody got the first clue. And this card tonight is fairly simple. And the first clue consisted of, and you'll see what I'll be using tonight, some cardstock. And we needed a piece that is 5.5 by 4.25. Then we needed another piece, and this is boho blue, 5 by 3.75. Then we needed a piece of basic white, and this is 4.75 by 3.5. And all these measurements are the first clue in the group. And I will have a PDF with all the clues plus this clue on my blog tomorrow, and I'll let you know when. Okay, and then we needed some designer series paper measuring 10.5 by 4. How crazy is that, right? And then I said to score it at 5.25 and 9.25. Then we needed a piece of something 3 by 3 or less. And my 3 by 3, and it's not 3 by 3, I punched out this decorative sentiment frame. And I'm actually using a smaller sentiment piece. This is a circle, and it's 1 3/8. And then I'm backing it with another circle in Night of Navy, 1.5. So these are my pieces. I also grabbed some of the denim ribbon, the bordered ribbon, okay? This cardstock is the Countryside Inn. So it's got 2 really pretty sides, which is important when you see how the card is created, okay? So let's just put this aside for a second. And how crazy are these pieces? Could anybody guess what kind of card this is going to make, right? All right. So I want the front of my card to have the flowers, okay? So I am going to score this at 5.25, and I want to just remind you, when you're scoring your designer series paper, don't push so hard. Just do it easily, because you have to remember your designer series paper is a lot thinner than your cardstock, and you don't want to rip through. And then we are going to score it again at 9.25. Okay, so now we have our 2 score lines. We don't need our trimmer anymore. Like I said, I want this to be on the front of my card, or what we see the most of. So I'm going to fold it at the 5 1/4 mark. So it's folded in half. The second score line, I'm going to fold down this way. Okay, so it would look a lot different if I did it this way. I don't want to fold it too many times, and fold it this down. So you can do it either way. Yeah, I hear you do. That's true. So you could do it this way or the other way. So you want a designer series paper that has pretty designs on both sides. Okay, so now that it's folded, this piece is going to get adhered to our base, just like this. That's our card base. Now at this point in time, you have to decide, do you want to, and this is a pocket, do you want to hold this pocket closed just by wrapping a ribbon around it? Or do you want to add some adhesive down the sides to hold this closed? You can do it either way. Now I only have my little tiny, I guess 1/8 of an inch tape I'm all out of. This is the insert piece. So let's just insert this so you can see. There is very little room on either side of this piece to slide in and out of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this to my card base. Gonna get some glue on here. I cannot believe that I did not realize what time it was. How crazy. Loving the rain. Is anybody else getting rain? We have had rain all day. The birds outside are so happy. I think the trees and the grass and the flowers are just singing. It has been so dry. All right, so it's adhered to my card base. Okay, just that one 5 1/4 or 5 1/8, 5 1/4 by 4 is adhered to the back. And then here we have our flap. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it closed with my ribbon. And everybody knows I hate tying bows with ribbons, or tying it on a length and then tying a bow. So let's see how we make out here. We're going to close this down. Let's just see. We're going to cut this off here. I want to make sure I have enough. So I'm going to, you can use twine. And like I said, if you wanted to run a tiny little bead of glue. So let's do it this way. I don't like doing my ribbons like this. I feel like I'm all thumbs. And I can tie my shoes. All right, so let's fix this ribbon. I'm going to make my ribbon wide enough. Let's fix it up here a little bit. And I'm not going to trim anything yet. I'm actually going to pull my ribbon over here and fix it so it's a little bit crooked. And I'm going to just grab a glue dot And I want to hold that bow in this spot right here. I'm just going to turn it and then adhere it. So now I can play with those loops, pull my tail down. Now I'll cut them. And I can leave them on the long side. All right. So now this flap is actually being held closed with our ribbon. Mostly sunny. Oh, we've had rain all day. It has actually been quite nice. All right. So there is our card base. Now let's just check and see this fits in here perfectly. Now this layer is going to be adhered to this. This is like the inside of our greeting card. And we are going to slide this inside just to get an idea of how much is showing through. Now, if you have a image or a some sort of image that you wanted to have showing through, oh my goodness, she's up. Sheba's in bed. You can stamp it up here, or you can stamp a sentiment at the top. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'll use, did I pull it out? That's thank you. I think I'll do thinking of you at the top. And then I'm going to grab hello. We'll put hello on here. Let's get a little stamp, and then we'll do thinking of you. I'm just going to put that on my dirty block. And I'm going to grab some Night of Navy. And these greetings are from the Go-To Greetings stamp set. I love the font on this set. So I'm going to grab the little circle, and I'm going to ink up my hello, and I'm going to put hello right in the center. And while I have this out, I'm going to grab my little blender, and I'm just going to go around the edge just to take away some of the white. Just to take up some space. And I grab some of these little dots that I know are retired, but they are still sitting here on my desk. So let's get rid of them. Let's use 2. All right. And then I can pull in my circle. And we're going to add a bit of glue. Now, if you wanted to put an image on here, now would be the time. And then we're going to grab our insert, and we have to just see it's about an inch showing, maybe 3/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to pull these 2 layers out, and I'm going to grab my thinking of you and ink it up. Make sure I think that's one of my jobs, to fill my ink pads. And I'm going to just stamp it right up here. And then I'm going to grab this layer, add some seal. Now you can go around the edges of this too if you wanted. What this is not Stampin' Up. It's Tim Holtz. I've had those forever. All right, so we're just going to layer that down. Let's pull our card back in. Now I'm going to add this. We could add it down here. What do you think? Should I put it here or should I put it here? Maybe down here. I think we'll add it down there because this is going to be inserted up here. We don't want to take away from our ribbon. So I'll add that right in there. Yeah, I think down here. And I'm going to pop it up. Oops, here's another one. So let's get these. This, I believe this is also discontinued. I just can't get rid of my punches, and I love some of my punches I really like a lot. This one is one of them. All right, so we're going to put that like that. Then I'm going to take my circle and add it right here in the center. I'm going to go back to my little dots. I'm going to add one here and one here. All right. So here we go. So you can pull this out and you can write your little note. And there is your card. There's the ribbon showing on the back. These are actually punches, old punches that I have. And I just did put that on a little crooked. Let's straighten it out. All right. And here is a different version, the same thing. This time I used, I actually wrapped the twine around the designer series paper so you don't see the twine in the back. Okay. And it is holding it closed. See, I did not adhere it. And it's for Father's Day. And on the ends of the twine, I attached the hook and a fish, and then some embellishments on the insert, and added another sentiment on the inside. So just a really quick, and this is a really quick and easy card, and it's great, especially for those of us who have lots of designer series paper left over. This is so quick and easy. You can make these especially great thank you cards, right? That is perfect. So I am so sorry that I was running late. I just want to remind you that I will be back on Thursday night for our Thursday night class. And also Friday, I'm introducing my Fun Fold video, and this is our first card. So I hope to see you there. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I'm sorry for running late. Thanks, Sheila. Yes, I think so too. I do too. Flowery would be perfect. So thanks everybody so much. I'll see you Thursday night, and I will talk to everybody soon. Bye bye.